Well, I got another video review for you guys today. So this one is from a company called EKR, and what this is a set of synthetic leather seat covers that's going to be going in the 2024 Toyota RAV4. This is a LE. This is the one with just the cloth seats. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, you know, why didn't you get the one with the leather seats in it? I bought several vehicles that had leather seats in them, and you know, I'm never happy with the leather seats, and just simply because, you know, the last truck that I bought, it had tan leather seats in there. And so one day I was, you know, all hot and sweaty, and I hopped in the truck with some blue jeans on, and I guess the dye in the blue jeans stained the tan leather on the driver's seat. Now obviously I could have went and had it cleaned, but you know, I wear blue jeans and a lot, so I you know, didn't have to keep dealing with that. And so for the whole time that I owned the vehicle, there was a little bit of like a blue tint to the tan leather in the driver's seat. That always aggravated me. So I thought, well, I'll never buy another, you know, set of leather seats, because I just don't think that it's worth the money. You can see right in here, it's just a LE. It's got the cloth seats here. Nothing special, you know, but I figured that I could definitely put a cover over these and make them look just as good for a lot less money. You know, let's just say they wear out in 2 years. You know, I can go buy another set and have a different look, a more updated look. If you want to add color to them, you could. You know, if you want a different style, you could do that. So when I received these they come in a box, and then they're like a reusable vacuum packed bag, which I thought was pretty nice because you can actually reuse the bag. But anyways, all these covers right in here are all vacuum sealed, and they're packaged in there nice and neat. And my first thoughts when I picked them up out of the bag was they're actually pretty thick. And here on top you've got, you know, this is like a synthetic leather. And one thing about the synthetic leather versus regular leather is, you know, it doesn't fade as bad, you know, as like real leather does. But now keep in mind, these are $200. Are they going to be as good a quality as real leather? No, they're not. I mean, you know, cat skin makes really nice, you know, leather seat covers, but these are not going to be in that range. I mean, these are $200, where cat skins are a lot more money. Plus you got to have somebody install them, unless you know, want to do it yourself. But it's more of a, you know, advanced, you know, installation than this. But anyways, but I gotta say, for a little over 200 bucks, these really do look nice. And you know, if they get a hole in it, I'm not gonna cry. But you can see that these have got perforations here in the middle. You got the side right here that's opened up for the airbag. Here on the back, you got a little mount pocket if you want to use it. I don't put nothing back there just because I don't want to stretch it out, but you know, some people stick stuff in the back of there. They give you all the covers here for the headrest, and we went ahead and stuck these on last night. But literally, we've got the front and rear, all the rear headrest, and it took us probably about 15 minutes to get these on there. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, you know, EKR does make it pretty easy for you. They give you like a QR code you can scan, and they've got a video on TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, so you can go on there, watch the video. And yeah, I gotta say, it's very detailed. This little Chinese guy, you know, putting the seat covers on. It's about a 25-minute video, but I mean, he shows you step by step. It makes it look really easy. Hopefully it won't be that hard. Now, there's also an instruction manual if you want to use this. I'm just going to probably refer to the video, and if I have any questions, I might resort back to this. Now, I just wanted to make mention that, you know, these have some like shiny piping around the corners here. I just wanted to make mention of that. The rest of the leather is more of like a matte finish, where this is more of like a gloss right here on the edges. You know, not personally, I just wanted something simplistic. You don't have to pick this plain style pattern. You know, they've got a bunch of different ones. Another thing too is right in here, you've got a zipper. And what this does is it just unzips where you can get it over the seats a lot better, and it just makes it an easier installation. And then when you zip it up, you know, it helps keep it nice and tight. And then right here on the bottom, you got a little tag. It says EKR, and it says driver's side top seat cover. So it tells you exactly where it goes, so you don't have to, you know, question which one goes where and all that. So the first thing that you want to do is unzip the seat cover. And so you can see I've got it unzipped, and then next I'm just going to put it right side, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of work it down, work the seat cover down. And then I've got the flap here on the bottom, and what you want to do is just kind of push it through the hole there and then pull it out the back. Now I'm sorry guys, there's a lot of wind noise today, and then the little cicada bugs here in Tennessee are making a huge racket. What you want to do is get up underneath the seat, and there's a couple little like elastic pieces here on the bottom, and you just undo them, and then there's that little elastic piece, and it just folds up. You can reach up underneath the seat and grab the seat cover that I've pushed through from the front. So next you want to take this piece here and kind of open it up, and you want to fold this little flat piece with the little elastic on it up underneath the back. And then this has a little hook on it, just hook it on the back of the seat, and then now you can see the seat covers. I've got them to where they'll pull through. You can see I've got the cover on, and it's nice and tight here in the front. Now I don't have it zipped up yet, so that's why it's still a little bit loose on this side. But it, as far as the rest of the seat, I mean, you can see it fits nice and tight in here up against the sides of the seat, and looks really good. Now one reason why it's not as tight is it's what it's going to be when I'm done is because right here at the top, I removed the headrest, and I put the covers on them last night, and you've still got the holes right here. And then what you want to do is just kind of pull them back, stretch them back a little bit, and then kind of get them lined up right in there. And the guy in the video that I watched, he gosh, he made this look so easy. But you just take your trim tool and kind of just work this around. Now you can see that was pretty easy. You ain't in no hurry trying to do this. It's going to probably take you a couple hours to do it, I would say, to do everything. Just push it around there, and it makes it a lot easier. And you can see these fit perfectly around there. So now the seat cover can be pushed down towards the seat area, and it fits in there a lot better now. All right, for the next step, you're going to want to zip these up, and what you want to do is just put the seat all the way in the back position so you can get to the zipper, so it's not up here around this area, and you can't get your hand up there if it's in the forward positions because of that console. So just put it in the back position, and then it's as easy as zipping up you fly. Look at that. So you can see when I zipped that up, it made it a lot tighter now. Plus when I did this up here, that made it a lot tighter. So now that we've got the seat back on, now we want to do the seat bottom. Now before I go ahead and install it, one thing I wanted to point out is right here on that seat bottom, they've got a lot of padding, and I'm not joking, this is really thick. I mean, there's several layers of padding. I'm not sure if that's leather or synthetic leather right here on the bottom, but it is super soft. It feels almost like a suede, and it's several layers of foam. I don't know how well you can see it. Looks like there's a white layer of some sort of felt or something, I'm not sure, and then there's a gray layer of foam, another gray layer of foam. So if you like me and don't think the RAV4 seats are that comfortable, these do offer, I mean, literally it feels like there's about more of like a ½ an inch of protection there. I really do like that part because hopefully that'll help with some comfort. I just wanted to show you that the way that this installs is you put it in here like this, and you've got buckles here that fit through the seat, and then you've got 3 straps, and these straps come and fit through the buckles, and then they tighten up underneath the seat. Now whenever you tighten these straps up underneath the seat, make sure whatever you've got it resting on up underneath the seat is not an electrical connector or any of that kind of stuff, because you don't want to tighten down and break one of your electrical connectors. And then as far as you've got a little places right here that's elastic with a little J-hook on there, and you'll just have to look up underneath. I would advise that you get like a little mat and kneel down up underneath the seat, and you'll see there's some holes in the frame of the seat, just little bitty teeny holes up underneath there, and this fits right in there, and it latches in there. Now right over in here, You've got this little piece. I didn't really see in the directions where it showed to hook this, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this zip tie on there. That's the way it comes, and I assume that they left the zip tie on there so it gives you a little bit more length to feed this and grab a hold of it, because it's just a piece of elastic. So what we're gonna do is, if we can't find anywhere to hook it to, then I guess we'll take another zip tie and hook to the seat frame somewhere, and then hook it to this and pull, and that way it'll stay nice and tight. Now, a tip that'll help you is this morning me and my girlfriend loaded all these seat covers and threw them in the back cargo area, and then we went, grabbed some food and let them sit out in the hot car, and they get more pliable. And then as they get more pliable, they're easy to work. I'll show you how the driver's side turned out, and in fact I let my girlfriend put it in by herself. She did an amazing job, and it took her about 30 minutes, just doing just that front seat. And she'd never done that kind of stuff before. It looks really great, guys. She did a phenomenal job on there, and literally these things fit on here really good. But you can see that they fit up underneath that plastic piece, and I mean, they're just nice and tight. I mean, and then there's a little bit of cushion in the bottom. You can see there's a little bit of a wrinkle right in there, but I'd say by tomorrow, after sitting in a hot car all day, it'll probably flatten itself out. And then I just wanted to show you the back. You can see how it fits up around those headrests. But look at that. I mean, it's all nice and tight. All right, so what we're gonna do is just take and put this seat cover on, just flip it upside down, and just take and work it along the side and get it in place. And then what you want to do is take and you want to push this up underneath the seat there, where it's joined to the top and the bottom come together. There's a little crack there. You just want to push those buckles in first. And I just use my fingers, and if you get to a spot where you can't get in there, you can use that trim tool to push them. We push those buckles through, all 3 of them. All right, so we pull the Velcro off, or the little blue strip off, and it's Velcro. And then you're just gonna pull it up. I don't know how well you guys can see that. We're basically pulling one up and pulling one down so they get attached to one another. But it'll definitely make more sense when you're doing it. And you just want to pull it tight, and then once you get it Velcroed nice and tight, you should be good to go. All right, so now we're here in the front, and we've got these little straps that need to be fed up underneath the seat. When you go to feed these up underneath the seat, make sure you go above the bar right there. Yep, so it's not wrapped around that bar, so it messes up when you try to slide the seat forward and backward. And then also you can see that there is some electrical connectors under there, and I'm not sure, I'm just saying this, it might be for the airbag. I'm not real sure. It's not heated seats or anything, so make sure when you route these little straps, you route them where nothing's going to be broken, because you're going to tighten them down a little bit. Anyways, I don't know how much we'll be able to film of this, just because it's so hard to film it and get up underneath here. But all right, guys, so we got the straps fed up underneath the seat, and we've steered clear with all the obstacles. Like I said, there's some electrical connectors and wires and things down there just to steer clear of, and make sure those straps get fed up underneath the bottom of the seat, nice and tight. Now again, up underneath the back of the seat, up underneath the bottom, we've got this little J-hook piece. It's got the elastic on there, and it just fits up underneath the bottom. And all it's really doing is just securing that flap and keeping it pulled down tight, and that way it's not flopping and you know, looking ugly on the back of the seat here. All right, so we're right here on the side of the driver's seat, and you've got that piece right there with elastic with a zip tie. You're going to feed it in. And you're going to feed it through there. Once you get it pushed in there with your fingers, then you're going to take and you're going to pull out the trim a little bit and force that little piece of a seat down behind that. It does take a little bit of force, and I'm letting her do it. That way you guys know at home, you know, she has no experience doing this kind of stuff, never put on a seat cover before. This is her first time. Now, before she gets that thing all the way tucked in there, I just wanted to show you one thing. If you're at home and you're wondering, well, can that just pop out of there once you tuck it down in there? No, not very easily, because they put a piece of foam, they sew a loop in it, put a piece of foam in there, so it's not just going to pull up, and it stays down in there once you get it pushed down in there. I gotta say, this company's done a good job at researching these and figuring out how it fits. Alright, so now that we got this tucked in right through there, then you got this piece right here, and this little J-hook with a piece of elastic. You're going to take and hook it up underneath the bottom there. And it's kind of hard to see and film at the same time, so we're trying to show you the best that we can, guys. If you would, please take a minute and like the video. I mean, guys, we do this just as a hobby, and you know, we don't make hardly anything off of this. We're doing it because we like fixing up our own vehicle, and you know, we really appreciate it if you at least give us a like. It really helps our video get out there to more people and helps that YouTube algorithm, where they, you know, seem to like it a lot more if the video has more likes and more views. And you know, if you want to see more content, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you get to see more future videos, because we're releasing videos every week, guys. New products. You know, I'm fixing up my vehicle, and you know, I'm bringing you different, you know, floor mats and different products that other YouTubers ain't showing, you know. And I'm not trying to peddle a bunch of Chinese crap to you. I'm actually showing you good products that work good. And you know, if they're not good products, I'll tell you. If I have any problems out of them, I'll tell you. You know, I've pissed a few companies off, you know, just by, you know, being an honest person, and they don't like that. And so, hey, that's fine with me. I don't care. I sleep good at night. All right, so for this little piece right here with a little J-hook and the elastic cord on it, what you want to do is just take and push it right down beside the seat belt, and then you'll be able to get up underneath and grab it and hook it to the seat frame and start tightening it up. Alright, so all done with the front driver's seat. All you have to do now is just attach the headrest, and like I said, it's very self-explanatory. This just comes off with Velcro. You just fit it over top of it, and it had a wrinkle in it yesterday, but since I left them overnight, and they've set out in the car today in the hot sun, they've, you know, pretty much just pressed themselves out. And so I'm just gonna take and slide it in there just like that. And you've got a little clamp right in there to adjust them. And then, yeah, it looks really good, guys. I mean, literally, you know, it took us probably an hour to do the front two, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so. But we did take a water break, and, you know, we wasn't completely hard at it. Now, that is with, you know, me having an extra set of hands, and, you know, us going back and forth, helping one another, because you do have to slide the seat forward and backward and adjust it forward and backward, or at least we did, you know. Like I said, I'm a big guy, and, you know, my girlfriend's a little thing that's very flexible, and, you know, it's nothing for her to jump around here like Spider-Man. But for me, I'm the fat dude, and it's kind of hard to get in some of these tighter places. But, you know, we helped each other and got it done pretty quick. But, you know, yeah, I think it turned out great. I mean, really, I think the quality of these is amazing. For $200 and I think $39 or something like that, I've never had a set of seat covers that fit this well. And You know, you can see right there when you get in, and you know, everything's just nice and tight. And like I said, I do like that they've added so much padding up underneath the seat right there where your butt goes. And yeah, I think it looks really good. All right, so for the back seat, I gotta say, you better eat your Wheaties, because the guy in the little Chinese video made it look so easy. He just popped that thing up, you know, but literally it fits right down in there, this little metal piece. And so you got to get your hands up underneath there and jerk on that thing straight up as hard as you can. And most likely you're going to have to do probably one side at a time, just to be honest with you guys. And it takes some strength to pull that joker up. Now, if you've removed yours before, it might be a little easier. But, you know, this thing is brand new and it ain't never been off. And boy, I'm telling you, it took some pulling on that thing to get it up and out of that little clip right in there. All right, guys, so we got the back seat out. And as far as the seat backs here, I have this mat that is like a one piece, and I went ahead and disconnected it right there. I don't know if I should have or not, but you know, in the video of the little Chinese guy doing the installation video, it really didn't show these on the backs of the seats. So, you know, I don't really want to take mine off, and so I thought, well, why don't I just slide them right over top of it? If anything, you know, it'll make them fit just a little tighter, you know, and if they're too tight, I can always pull them off and do it a different way, you know. But I thought, well, let's try it, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I put them on here just to see if they would zip up, and they zip up no problem. And as far as, you know, when I put them up, you know, it looks like it's going to fit in there, and you know, it doesn't seem like it's going to have any issues with installing them over that little rubber piece. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So anyways, we got in here, we removed the back seat, and then the front, or the upright seats here, we went ahead and slid the cover over them, and we wasn't sure if we was going to have to disconnect, you know, this piece here, because we've got the mat here. And in the video with the little Chinese guy showing the installation, it didn't really show any mats. So we went ahead and disconnected ours just to be sure. I mean, all it did was we just popped it up, and these just pull out like little push pins. But anyways, we didn't need to do that. There was no need for us to do that. The way that this connects is right in here. There is some Velcro, just little pieces of Velcro, and the covers just push up underneath here, and they kind of just Velcro themselves to the bottom of the seat right there, and it just kind of holds them in place. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I've left those rubber mats on the backs of the seats. You can see I just installed the covers right over top of it. Wasn't sure if I was supposed to or not, but I thought, hey, let's try it and see. And you know, I really wanted to keep this little mat on here, that way dirt and trash don't fall in behind the seats and all that. So we went ahead and slid both seat covers over the rubber piece, and man, it fits perfect, even over the rubber mats that fits on the backs of the seats. You can see right there, you know, there's a rubber mat. But yeah, all you do to secure the seat backs is you just peel the green backing off, and it's just a piece of Velcro. It just slides up underneath, and it holds it nice and tight. I mean, literally, it's that simple. If you can take a plastic bag and stick it over your head, you can literally install these seat covers, because they're that easy. I mean, is it time consuming? Yeah. Is it going to take you a couple hours to probably do all these? Yeah, unless you're really fast at it and, you know, very flexible and get in here and, you know, do it real quick, you know. But yeah, almost done with it, almost done. Now, one thing I do want to note is right in here, there's a car seat fastener. You just want to take the seat cover, slide it in behind there, and just work it in there. I mean, literally, that's all you got to do. And then take that Velcro, and once you get it worked around in there, you just take that Velcro and stick it up underneath the bottom of the seat. And you can see it's nice and tight. Now, there's a little wrinkle right in here, but again, it'll take a little heat cycle to press that out. A couple days in a hot car, it'll press that out, no problem. All right, guys, so we got them on. It's very, very simple, and you just gotta tuck it down in around the bottom there and just slide that Velcro up underneath and fasten it. And I guess your main thing is don't forget to put your seat belt through, you know, before you put your cover on there and all that. But you can see they look really good. I went ahead and slid the headrest on there, and I wasn't going to show that step again. Everybody knows how to slide the seat cover around the headrest, but I just wanted to show you here in the back that, you know, they fit pretty good. Now you can see right there, there's a little bit of a, you know, a hole there, and I just need to adjust that. You know, it's nothing wrong with the seat cover, it just needs to be adjusted. But truthfully, you know, I didn't care if these fit a little tight here in the back, and I didn't care if, you know, about sliding them over the rubber mat, just simply because, you know, there's not going to be very many people riding in the back seat for me, truthfully. I mean, it's just usually me and my girlfriend, and if somebody rides back here, you know, it is what it is. But you know, I wanted to keep those rubber mats there just to, you know, cut down on road noise. I figured having those extra mats back there would cut down road noise, and plus if you got something, you know, some cargo back here, you know, and then, you know, you don't want it to damage the backs of your seats, and, you know, I just figured it wouldn't hurt anything. Plus, you know, the only thing I plan on putting back here, you know, is, you know, groceries or something like that. You know, I was thinking about also putting a subwoofer back here, but I'm not sure which one, and well, just which one I'm going with or whatever. But gotta say, they fit pretty good, and they look really good. They really do. All right, so we're down to the very last piece here. This is the seat bottom for the back, and like I said, guys, this thing weighs like 5 pounds. It's not much at all. It's mostly foam. And anyways, what you're gonna do is take the fat part here, the front part of the seat, and we went ahead and got the cover laid out right here, and I'm just gonna take and kind of lay it in its place. We're using the cargo area as our little work surface, and then we're just gonna pick the cover up and work it away around it. And it's very self-explanatory. Yeah, it just fits on like a pair of pants, guys. You just slide it up around just like you would a pair of pants. And the way that it hooks on is, you know, here in the back, once you get it wrapped around, you can see you've got these little straps, and then you got the little cutouts, and this is the cutout for the seat there. All you do is just work it around. Work it around. And same thing with this end. I'm just going to rest it on my foot there. I'm just going to stretch it. So the way that you do this is you just slide it through like that right there. And then this goes back across through the top. You slide that through. And then once you get it slid through that little buckle, then you just tighten it down. You know, just cinch it down. Do a little bit at a time. Go to the next one. Cinch it down. You go to the next one. All right. So we got right here to the bottom of the seat. We got all the little buckles tightened up, and then you got a cord right here that you just pull tight and tie it in a knot. Once you get it all nice and tight, and then we went ahead and just tied it to the buckles right there, just to give it some added tightness. And you can see it's pretty tight there. Plus all these buckles, they're pretty tight. Helps keep that seat cover on that seat and not moving around. And then we just kept, you know, tucking in all the little loose ends, so there's nothing flapping and getting in the way of being able to put the seat back in there. So we're gonna take, and you can take a look at the seat there, and you can see it's got a little wrinkle right there, a little wrinkle right there. But you know, with it being hot, it'll take all the little creases out of it once it's sitting in the hot car. But anyways, just gonna set it in there, and it should pop into place pretty easy. All right, well, we're all done. We literally done this in a few hours. Now it took us probably an extra hour to video and all this, but literally we could have probably done this in 2.5 hours, anyways, as far as the back seat, you know, it went right in. It just snapped right in. It's the only thing we had to do was make sure that the little seat belts here were in the right location when we snapped it in place, and then we took a little trim tool and just stuck pushed the fabric around that, and you can see it looks really nice. Now, if you're wondering, well, can you use your flip down console here in the back? Sure, you got a zipper on each side. I'm never going to use it, so I'm going to keep mine up. But yeah, if you wanted to get to it, you can just reach in there and pull it out. But like I said, I'll never use mine, so I'm just going to keep it zipped down and just looking all nice and clean. You know, as far as the coverage, man, I don't think you'll find a better set of seat covers for the money. I mean, really, and even, you know, I say for the money, I mean, literally 220, 30 bucks for these, man, it's a steal. Like I said, again, I don't know how they put these together and sold them so cheap, and they're such good quality. They've done their homework on the fitment and stuff. Now, the only thing that's left to do is they provide you with a console cover to put your elbow on in the front seat. So I thought that's pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide that on, and shouldn't take but just a second. All right, so we're done. Got the console cover on. Man, that thing fit on there perfect. You know, it just slides up underneath there, and it gives you a nice soft place to put your elbow. So I've noticed that, you know, getting in and out of this thing, I always rest my elbow on that thing, so I'm sure that'll help keep that from wearing out. And then as far as the front covers, man, I couldn't ask for nicer. I mean, literally, this will be a company I use from now on, I can tell you that. Yeah, it beats paying $2,000 or $3,000 for leather seats from the factory. And you know, if you end up spilling something on them, then you know, you got to pay somebody to clean them. You know, if I get a hole in these, or if I spill something on them, well, it's a couple $100. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Now, if you're interested in this style, this pattern, this here is a M456, and I just did black. And now again, they've got a bunch of different colors and different styles, and you know, gotta say, looks good. It doesn't look like no base model RAV4 no more. I mean, literally, you know, if somebody was just looking in your vehicle, I don't think they'd be able to tell not one bit that these are seat covers. Very, very pleased. Now, again, I can't say what they'll look like a year from now, getting in and out. If something happens to these, I'll just get another set and replace them. I mean, a couple hours of work and have a whole new look and interior. I mean, shoot, that's the way to go. Well, and if you got kids, man, I'm serious. I mean, these will be easy cleanup, since they're easy to wipe off and all that. So if you guys are interested in it, you know, check out my link down below. And if I can get a coupon code or something like that, I'll put one in there. If I can't, then I won't. Again, you know, check out the links down below. If you're interested in this product, I'll put the exact, you know, link to this one that I used. And I appreciate you guys watching. Now, I will tell you, after I release this video, I've got another product from the same company. What it is a set of floor liners. And let me tell you, I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt. I've tested about a half a dozen floor liners for the RAV4, and you can look at all my videos, but the floor liners that I have coming from this company, I was literally shocked when I got them in, because they cover behind the gas pedal. They cover all along the side of the door right in here, all the way down, guys. And you know, I've never ever seen another floor mat that covers way up high on the transmission tunnel, all the way down the side. It covers all the way around the slide on both sides and all the way up to the firewall. It's the one mat that has the most amount of coverage, and it's very affordable. So make sure you watch that video. I'll link it to the end of this video after this one plays, so you guys can watch it. But again, guys, I really appreciate you watching my videos, and please give me a like. You know, it does take a lot of time out of our day to make these videos and try to put some detail in it for you guys, so you'll know what you're getting whenever you buy it. Till next time, guys, see ya.